So guys, I must ask you, does it have butter or not? Would you like some curry? Oops. Wrong Indian.
Yeah.
How? Why do Native Americans hate April?
Why?
Because April showers bring May flowers, and May flowers bring white people.
Okay. All righty then.
Hit intro.
Welcome to the OF podcast, coming to you from some hellhole in America. Now here are your hosts, David, Ram, and James. Let the pain begin.
Welcome to the OFL podcast. Now of 100% more Samuel L. Jackson month, because this is the last episode for Samuel L. Jackson month. Yay! I am your host with the least, David. I hope everyone's having a wonderful last day of February. Sitting across from me, and who's drinking I hope it's a beer, but it's Ram. How is things this week?
Doing great. I'm much more financially stable than Dennis Nedry.
Who the hell's that?
He's the fat guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh, so you're ripping off James over there. So mentioning ripping off James, how are you doing today, James?
I'm great. Slightly concerned about scientists with unlimited budgets, but hey, I'm good.
I need a new co-host. All right, guys. Well, it's been a stressful week. And I don't know about you, but we need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's our sponsor, James, and his book, once again, Waking Wild, Into the Unknown, Book 1. Why does no one like Book 2?
They do. It's just book one's super popular.
Are you giving it away with free porn? Because that's a great idea if you think about it.
I did do a 2-week 99-cent sale, but that's it. Or maybe it was 1 week.
Well, look, just because I bought 75 copies of the book and never read even one word of it.
Keep doing that.
Anything for you, sir. Anything. In fact, that's what my tax refund went to. It was just like, here's $1,500. Buy as many copies as possible.
Sure.
Okay, well, sponsor. It's been a weird week. We've all had something. Most likely an STD. I don't know. So without further ado, let's get into some of the humor, some of the love, some of the goodness, which is Twitter and the Twitter files. Please hit the intro.
It's time for some weird shit on Twitter. It's time for the Twitter files.
Gosh.
All right. I don't know who did this one, but yeah. Oh yeah. Because you need to take care of that stuff. You just need to man groom as much as possible, And Trump, he's there for his constituents and his other politicians.
It's just the modern day woman with the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Now this one I like, and this is actually a real sign they have over in London. If you don't like dogs, you can fuck off. And this is
there's a lot of Muslims that don't like dogs.
Well, they love dogs, but it's eating them. Or am I thinking Somali?
Somali.
And they're all brown. I don't care. So yeah, he basically posted on there. He had another complaint. Someone emailed us last night saying that billboard upset them because themselves didn't like dogs. We emailed back. Well, you know what to do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love Ricky Gervais. Dude is fucking hilarious.
Same. You know why? Because he's not afraid to say what most people are afraid to say.
Yeah.
It's like he just throws it out there. He's like, why are we giving all these little whiny complainers so much power? Like what did they do to earn their ear? Nothing.
Pronouns. It's all about the pronouns, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do we got? We gotta watch this.
Hurry up in there. Back in my day, this sign was easy to understand. Let's not confuse the next generation. I may be old, with Granny. They never learned to shut the lid down.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Which is funny because you notice a lot of people like these Karens that pop up now and then. They're old. I figured it'd be like majority of them. You figured they'd be like middle aged and shit like that. But you can find a lot of them are like senior citizens and like they grew up in a different time. Well, how brainwashed are they by their kids?
Oh,
You're saying that Karens are old now?
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of videos like Karens popping up, and they're like seniors. I'm like, either that or they're like 40, but they look like they're 90.
But just to be clear, you're not saying that the lady in that video. is
Oh no,
old.
she's fucking
Oh, yeah.
hilarious. No, not at all.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
she is a Karen because you know what? It's the female's right to leave the toilet seat up or down.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, the term Karen has been around for a good while, so much that the new generation has a new term. They're doing away with Karen.
Oh yeah, what's the new one?
The new term is Jessica for some reason.
I have no idea.
I don't even know how Karen got started.
You know, I honestly, at first, I thought it was funny, but then I kind of started actually not liking it. In part because when you think about it, it's really geared towards white women. Other
Yeah,
women
but
do the
white
same
women
thing.
are fucking
Mhm.
Karens. I mean,
Black women do the same thing. Other women do the same thing. The difference is people only call, although you're starting to see it now used for others as well, but it was
Mhm.
specifically to talk about white women doing that.
Well, they did the same thing with white guys when they're like pricks and stuff. They started calling them Chads.
Yeah.
Can
But I think that one was actually kind of started in like the UK
Yeah.
because like those aristocrats, they just call them, oh, you Chad. So
Chadwick? No.
Now
Chad.
it seems like they use it more for like women just going and dating Chads.
At first, it started off with Karen, like, oh, you're being such a Karen, and it was typically like, I want to speak to the manager type of bullshit person, right? And then when a guy started acting like that, it's like, oh, he's a Ken. So it was like Ken and Karen, and that started that whole bullshit. And then it evolved into just like, oh, somebody's upset, they're just being a Karen, and it just lost all its meaning.
Oh, actually, yeah, it was something that I liked and didn't like because, right, there are people that abuse that.
Mm-hmm.
But, anybody that's ever had issues with customer service realizes that sometimes you have to act a little more upset than you really are because nobody cares. You get left alone. The old term "squeaky wheel gets the grease."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones people pay attention to. If you're nice like I am, and I just wanted to bring it to your attention, this is the issue, and then you walk away, it's never fixed. They don't care. They don't.
Well, it's not only that, but I mean, like,
It's unfortunate.
sometimes those stereotypes kind of like work. They're actually accurate. I remember years ago, I one of my first call center jobs, I was tech support for Dish Network, and they all told us, they called me and it's like, look, there's a cricket match that's going to be on today. It's like at night for them. So you guys are going to get hit with these calls from these people. If you see the last name Patel on the account, you're going to have like the worst call ever. And I was like, nah.
Yeah,
And I got 4 of them in a row. And oh my God, they were like the worst, most rudest people I've ever met in my fucking life.
Wow.
They were literally like, they were Hindu Karens.
Yeah.
No.
I had this friend that worked for a bank support line, like customer support line, and he would deal with like, oh, something's wrong with this transaction. Can you look at it? He would do like that type of stuff. And these most of the rudest customers he ever had, he said they were Indian, and say that they were super rude and they would like bitch you out and they would threaten you and your family over 2 cents. And it's like that's not even worth it. Like if it happened a lot, I could understand, but like a little, oh, you received a 2-cent fee because you used your card and this thing is not registered with our network or whatever. And they're like, yeah, they would threaten me and they would bitch me out and cuss me.
Well, I used to fuck with them because it was like my first call center job. So I was just like, and I was in my early 20s. I didn't really need the money. I was still living at home and shit. So like once a week, I'd be ethnic day, kind of like I'm doing with this for this month. And I was like, well, today I'm going to be Bitty Bob Joe Frank. And so I would talk like a hillbilly on all my calls.
Mm-hmm.
Never got in trouble. And then when I saw like those Patel things, I just put on my Indian accent. How may I help you, sir? And and this is kind of stereotypical. They were nicer. So
Typically how it happens. The familiarity.
how?
Mhm. I'm going to shut up now.
Okay, moving on. This actually just happened today. Breaking news.
Oh.
Video show Iranian missile directly impacting the U.S. Naval Fifth Fleet headquarters. And yeah, it's...
do they not know? Like, you don't mess with the U.S.
oh, we've already started striking them already.
Yeah, you don't mess with our boats. We fucking love our boats.
Oh, we love boats.
Should read up on a little thing called the incident at Pearl Harbor and see what happened to those people.
Yeah, so
Fucking
they've
our
already
boats.
started striking back, and they're not... Come on, Trump is one of those
Yeah.
guys where you fuck around with them, you're going to find out.
There's already videos of our U.S. Tomahawk missiles flying over Iran.
Yep.
Honestly, I got to say, I'm kind of surprised it impacted. Our missile defense systems are incredibly effective.
Yeah.
I saw a video of it, whatever it was. It looked like it was going really slow, and then it's probably why it didn't register as anything. And it looked like a makeshift, whatever the fuck, drone kind of thing, and then it just went.
That would make sense if it were just like a makeshift drone.
Mm-hmm.
It might just not. And if you're flying, you can literally fly those below house level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wouldn't show up as anything.
I mean, we have our technology as far as our targeting system goes is so advanced they could literally fly a fucking missile inside the front door of a terrorist. It go in, probably hang a left. He's in the living room and then explode or something. But yeah, I mean, this is
Yeah, I mean, you don't mess with the U.S. at all, let alone our boats. We love our boats. We'll
I don't
fuck you up.
understand why they would even do that. What strategic benefit would they get from it? I don't.
I have no idea, but I mean, usually,
Lashing out.
I mean, we've been technically at war with them for like fucking since the 70s.
Oh, really, in a way, yeah.
So, but in one way or another, that they fucked around, they're going to find out. All right, moving on. Footage of a devastating father of a 16-year-old. Fuck.
I can read it if you
Dixon.
want.
Dixon. I saw Dixon beating the black off his son's accused killer. I like that. And just the audio is alone is it's pretty explicit, guys. So see, I think he's trying to rape him at that point. That's not really.
So that's the father of a kid that was killed?
The one, the one with the long hair is the father.
And
The other one in
that little
blue is the killer.
Yeah, he killed his 16-year-old son.
Shut up. Stop yelling. Everybody knows at this point he killed your nephew. Shut
Okay,
up.
I'm just shutting that up. McKnight was charged with first-degree murder in the teen shooting death last May and was let out on a $100,000 bond. Prosecutors fought hard, but the judge said yes anyways. He got released and then started taunting the grieving family.
Wow.
What a piece of shit. Violating bond conditions left and right, like the system was a joke. So the dad, Shaheem Snipe, sees him in the hallway, snaps, charges full speed, lands a brutal kick to the face, and proceeds to beat the black off McKnight until deputies finally put him off and tase him. McKnight ends up in the hospital, bloody and battered. DA's office claims the original release an administrative error.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and that they're fixing.
It's not an error if the judge made the order.
Yeah, it's not.
If the prosecutors were there fighting so hard for him to stay locked up, and the judge is like, no, I'm not going to do that, and lets him off on bond, and even set the bond and shit.
It's
Like, that's not an error.
And I think I have a few other ones we're going to see today on this list of just how our justice system is still fucked up.
I was going to say, though.
We need to make some... Sorry, go ahead.
When he was let out and he was taunting the family, that's a violation of...
Yeah, I mean, literally, that's what they said.
So they should have just rearrested him right there.
Yeah.
That would be something that on his bond it's against his bond, so go back to jail you go.
Yeah. No hesitation. Boom, you're done.
Yeah, like when is this shit gonna end? Where these judges they're like soft on crime and criminals? And
I
they keep
guarantee
letting-
we start arresting judges for shit like this, and that's where it stops.
Yeah,
Because right
look.
now they're getting they can do whatever they want, and nothing happens to them.
Exactly. Like if a bartender could be arrested because they keep serving somebody who's drunk and they end up going off and hurting someone, the bartender can be arrested.
Mhm.
Why don't these judges get arrested?
You're
They
preaching
keep-
to the choir, sir. And at that point, I think whatever the sentence should have been for some of these criminals,
Mhm.
that's the sentence they should be getting imposed on them. So like
Mhm.
someone's like went on a rampage and like fucking like I don't know murdered like 5 people, and they give them what, probation, anger management,
Mhm.
but realistically it should have been a life sentence. Well, so should the judge.
Yeah.
But mentioning of life
Well-
sentences, here's another horrible fucking story. 2 boys aged 12 and 13 charged for the brutal rape of a 12-year-old girl in Florida. Nelson Nunez, and we know some horrible fucking Nelsons in this group, we do. And Jusa, I don't know.
Josiah Jones.
Josiah, I think.
Maybe. Reportedly kidnapped the girl after leaving her friend's house, shoved rocks in her mouth to prevent her from
Whoa,
screaming, and
gosh.
raped her for half an hour. They are currently being held without bond and are being charged as adults.
Good.
Thank God.
Now they're gonna get raped in prison.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is going to be something that's a little fucked up, and it's going to be something in our kind of not down here, but in the state of Texas. Breaking: trans activist Laura, and it is a girl. I verified this, who attended anti-Trump protests, was just arrested and charged for bestiality.
Why am I not surprised?
You know what's sad is people are actually
4
listening to people
charges,
like that,
arrest 4. Bestiality, criminal mischief,
using them as some kind
bestiality.
of moral, a measurement. It's like, and why are you giving these people power?
Look.
Not you.
I have
You know what I mean?
no. I have no problem with consenting adults dressing up in like Bugs Bunny outfits and blowing their cat. It's a victimless crime, and think how good the cat feels.
God, I almost threw
But-
up just now.
That, I mean, just think, she was arrested. So that means she was warned many, many times. And the worst thing is you never know what kind of animal. But I did see other pictures of her holding dogs and cats. So
I'm guessing likely a dog.
I don't judge what your sexual preference is, except when it's like in
That's
all fours.
oddly more common today than you realize. Women are doing that kind of crap.
Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, that's that one.
There's multiple counts according to this mugshot.
Yep. All right. This one is West Memphis police tried to pull over a car on January 16th because it didn't have a license plate and was driving with high beams on. When the driver, later identified as 22-year-old Megan Rivera, didn't stop, officers chased the vehicle. During the pursuit, the car rammed several police cruisers, ran over an officer's leg. Then, when 6 officers opened fire, neutralizing Rivera and her passenger, 30-year-old D'Angelo Brown. Interesting name. The car was later found to be stolen and had drugs and a rifle inside. Grand jury decided not to charge the officers. Let's watch it because it's just it's interesting.
Why would you charge the officers for that?
Because nowadays all officers get charged with stupid shit for doing their job. Go figure.
In like sanctuary states, yeah.
Yeah, in a case like that, she was clearly a danger.
Did you see the officer get run over? That's when they opened fire. Like it's clearly defense of a third party. It's
What was she?
legitimate.
What was she thinking? With that many cars, you're not getting away.
At least she thought she was playing GTA.
Oh. And they finally like almost pinned them down. See, I don't get that. They're trying to break the window and they can't.
Right?
And this is where the officer gets ran over.
If the passenger wanted out of there, that would have been the time to get out. when she had stopped the first time.
Well, yeah.
Stupidity.
It's definitely deserved to get shot.
Yep.
I don't know.
Lead poisoning like a motherfucker. I'm very happy to see this.
Maybe because of the passenger got shot. That's probably why they thought about charging him. But even then, he had plenty of opportunity to get out.
Yeah, no shit. And it was a guy. So what was he, a giant pussy? If my girl went on a rampage like that, I could very easily subdue her and like stop the fucking car. I don't care.
Yep. Or just do this. Every guy knows handbrake. Women can't put it down for some reason. They can't. It's a thing. It's a thing all over social media. If you've ever seen women trying to disengage the handbrake, they can't do it.
I'm going to do that one of these days with my girlfriend. That's going to be so funny. And unfortunately, she does watch this podcast, and now she's just going to be looking for it. Great. Fuck. All right, moving on. A 4-year-old boy was saved by 2 off-duty ICE agents in Plymouth who performed CPR on him before paramedics brought him to the hospital. I just wanted to bring that up because they actually do good job.
Take a look at the news agency that posted that. Fox, one of the only ones that actually isn't bullshit liberal leftist crap.
On this one, I say we look at the comments. Let's see here. Grateful this child's well. Unfortunately, you can't believe ICE agents.
See?
Pronoun, I checked out her fucking account. Let's look here. Pronouns and Minnesotian. Shocker.
Yeah.
Fucking shocker. And of course I did. Pronouns and a Karen. Shocker. Quiet, you old hag. Couldn't help it. And like most of these were like actually dead on. Isn't it amazing that some people don't believe our ICE agents save lives? That's what they do on the daily basis.
Yeah, they literally save lives regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their main goal is to investigate and track down and prevent human trafficking. That's like the main thing that they do.
And the sad thing is they wouldn't be just be randomly stopping and like busting people in their homes and shit. If they had law enforcement that would actually, in these sanctuary cities that are actually allowed to detain criminal illegal aliens, let them into the jails, let them deport them, they would spend the majority of their time doing that. But there's so much kickback.
Yeah.
And they're not just going to sit out in the jail and like, well, a couple of weeks, we like get these guys out. They'll be out released. No. So they go in that area and they start clearing up the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They rescue so many people from human trafficking. And
specifically children.
Sex trade and all that. People
I think they just released statistics that like within this first year, they rescued something like 138,000 children.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like what? They misplaced like almost 400,000 children during the Biden administration.
Right?
So
it's amazing.
they've gotten over a third of them already found.
We look at our country and you look around and you don't think that stuff's going on because it seems so peaceful and nice most of the time. But that shit's common.
That's because news
Fucking
agencies,
everywhere.
they didn't want to report it. Like, oh, that doesn't fit our narrative. We're not going to tell the people about that. But it was terrible.
Yeah, why
So-
bother?
All these illegal kids, or these kids were coming into the country illegally, and it was on purpose. The family was sending them off on their own, and they're like, oh, the government's going to take care of them. Whatever, they'll get placed somewhere. Well, they were getting sent to random people, just whoever would register online. I can take care of kids for you. I can take care of kids for you with zero vetting. And they're like, okay, just to make it look like we're doing our job, we're going to give them a phone number that these kids can call if they have any problems with the foster family or the family that's taking care of us. They had one person that was there to answer the phone call.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not even joking. It was on. They gave it as testimony. The girl was like, there was one person to answer the phone. There was like 65,000 calls that went unanswered just within a short time span.
I didn't even know it was that bad. I knew it was a lot. That's horrible.
That's fucking
You know?
ridiculous. But things are improving, so I'm happy for that. This popped up in my news feed. This is actually an ad. You know how you get ads on Twitter that pop up, even though I pay for the premium because I like that little blue check mark.
Sure.
Black-owned games, Black Uno. This is not fake. It's an actual ad that they're selling this. Iconic card game with black power twist. What the fuck? I'm almost tempted to buy a deck and for us to play it one day just to see what the fuck it was, what they have.
That's a real thing.
And what movie did Damon Wayans make his film debut? So I'm guessing they're all like black questions or
Wow,
something.
That's incredibly racist.
It is.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? That's how I always tell people: if you want to know if it's racist, just reverse it. If it said the same thing but with white, would it be racist? If it is, then it is.
Oh my God. Okay, let's move on to something really
I don't
funny.
know. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't give him any of my money.
Now,
Yep.
One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
I feel like standing up for
all
some
right,
reason.
yeah, we can all stand up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that was the most exercise I'll get all day.
I'm tired already.
Oh man, I want a nap.
Feel so patriotic.
He really did a really good State of the Union address, and he trolled a fuck ton of people in there.
Uh,
He's a master troller.
it
Like,
was-
if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, that chick in the red, she's a Republican representative and purposely sat with all the Democrats. And, like, literally, she's the only one standing up, and, like, everyone's just sitting down, like, scowling.
Mhm. I mean, he's brilliant. What Trump did here, he said he wanted to show the people how the left really is and what they believe in and how they act. And when he did this, and it just showed everybody, there's so many Democrats. There's like, I don't identify as a Democrat anymore. This is ridiculous and appalling.
They can no longer claim to be for border security. They can no longer claim to be for deporting illegals like they used to claim, even though it wasn't true.
Yeah.
There was at least some truth in it.
I mean, Obama deported, like, millions of fucking illegals. Not one fucking word.
Yeah.
And I know why.
That's
It's
a
because
lot.
they were already in power. They
Yeah.
didn't need the votes.
Plus, also people also forget while Obama did deport a lot, he let in far more than anybody else. You remember he was busing people around the country. There was a whole bunch of things about that where people were trying to expose that. Say, hey, he's taking illegals and just busing them around the country. He was doing that too.
Yep.
So, but he was also deporting a lot. So, still not. I mean, he didn't let in as many as Biden.
Biden basically was
The most.
it was like, hey, come on in, come
Right.
on. Here's some ice cream.
Right? But Obama still let in more than any other president by far.
Yeah.
I mean, before Biden.
Before Biden, yeah, I was like, because Biden there was like, I swear to God, I saw a neon sign that said open. I don't know.
mean, you imagine this. Not only is there nothing to stop you from coming in, there's actually like bonuses and incentives for
Yeah.
coming in illegally. Like, what do you expect is going to happen?
They were lining up by the hundreds of thousands.
Oh yeah, all the caravans. I remember the
Right.
photos.
Yeah, they were trying to, oh, it's not as bad as you guys are trying to say.
It's worse.
It was sometimes worse.
Yeah, like that. I want to say it was the boss or maybe Neil Diamond that's saying it. Everywhere around the world, they're coming to America.
I think that was Neil Diamond.
I don't know, but that's
Not
like
positive.
it's like that scene. You guys ever seen Born in East LA with
Mhm.
Cheech Marin?
Mm-mm.
At the it's a real funny. He accidentally gets deported to Mexico, and he's trying to get back over here. And at the end of the movie, they're like, he just gets a bunch of like Mexicans, and they just all bum rush this like one border patrol cop and his partner, and like it's funny as shit.
Oh,
It's actually a good movie.
sounds funny.
It really is. You should. It's on the server. Check it out. All right, this is funny, and she kind of got put in her place.
Heckling the president, and now you handing out the congressional or awarding the Congressional Medal of Honor to undoubtedly a heroic helicopter pilot and then a fighter pilot in an award show. I'm wondering if the president could have said anything that you'd be okay with.
There are numerous times that I stood up during his speech, and I stood up for each of the individuals whose valor was worthy of the praise that he meted out. But I can tell you,
So
I
why
brought
call it
a
an
guest
award show
tonight
and be
from
so
my district.
dismissive?
I brought a guest tonight Because I brought in a guest tonight from my district.
Yeah, she had like not like when they got called out. 'Cause, I mean, they're pieces of shit, and they know this. When they get called out of it, they don't know what to respond. It's usually like they either try to change the subject or they bring up something about racism.
Well, this is like the last time he did one of these speeches. And you remember he had the little black boy that had cancer
became like an honorary member of what
And
the
Democrats wouldn't
CIA or
stand up
something
for
like
it.
that.
And then he did similar stuff here where he had the girl and all. They wouldn't stand up for any of these people.
I mean,
There might have been a few Democrats, I don't know, but I was watching and all I kept seeing was them sitting down.
It's bullshit because I mean, like that little black boy. I mean, he's battling cancer. He's probably not gonna make it. You know, I hope he does, but I mean, and you can't stand for that.
Right.
That's human garbage. If Democrat supporters didn't fucking lose all their faith in their party at that point, there's nothing else you could do.
There is a certain percentage of them that are just absolutely all in. You know, it honestly, this gets thrown around a lot, but it's really cultish. They have no sense of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-reflection. I don't know. It's like they have no concept of what's going on in reality, just what they're told.
They basically they're sheep. That's exactly what they are. Fucking sheep.
Have you seen their campaigning to who's going to be in charge of the Democrats or whatever?
I just keep
Pretty
seeing
much.
shit about fucking Jasmine Crockett and like Kamala and AOC.
Well,
I mean, I keep seeing all that shit. I'm like, why?
One of the Republicans, he called it out early, even before any of this ever came out. He said, I could write their speech right now. He was like, yes, we suck, but Trump. And then all of their speeches came out. I hate Trump. Well, I hate Trump more. I hate Trump the most. You should vote for me. Like what is that?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that? What are
Orange man bad.
What are your views? What are your values? What are you going to do to help the people, your constituents?
They're just like,
the people in your district need help. What are you going to do for them? And I'm going to hate Trump for you. Like, that's not a thing.
Oh yeah,
That's not going to help anybody.
they're just so twisted. The rebuttal to his speech, State of the Union, was what the woman asked like 3 questions, right? And I hear him. I'm like, well, yeah, the answer to all those questions is yes. You know, I don't know if y'all watched it or not.
No,
I watched
I didn't see
snippets.
the whole thing.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is of course they believe it's all no. That no, he didn't help inflation. He's not making things more affordable. He isn't making things more peaceful and all that kind of.
I mean, he is. I mean, gas has gone fucking
What?
down.
The rate of inflation has gone down. Gas is really cheap right now. I can afford groceries comfortably now.
I went out and bought eggs the other day, and I bought a dozen, and it was like $2 something.
It's all provable. Is it as cheap as it was before?
No.
No, of course not.
Even
because
with inflation
never
going
fully
down,
reverses.
Yeah.
even with inflation
Yeah.
going down, it's still hard to get back to prices because once those vendors and people that own these companies that already jacked up the price, they might lower it a smidge, but they're not going back because they're hitting record profits.
Right. That's why when you look at the inflation thing, it's a skyrocket during Biden, and then
Oh yeah.
Trump, and it's still technically going up, but it's very slight. It's going into a more.
Inflation, unfortunately, due to the nature of it, it will always be going up unless something drastically changes, and the United States becomes the global singular superpower. We're in control of everything.
Oh, it's
something-
heading that way.
Something fantastical happens, and we're just like, our money is just worth so much. Inflation plummets. Inflation will always go up. The problem that happened with Obama, inflation started going up, and then Biden, the rate of inflation skyrocketed.
He was like, hold my ice cream.
Yeah, inflation will always be headed upward, but the rate of inflation can change, and that's the graph that James is talking about. And with Trump, the rate of inflation plummeting, so prices are going down and things are a little bit steadier. Supply and demand is a big factor in that. It's not just inflation, but the rate that it was going during the Biden administration, 4 years before that, you could buy like 25 items at Walmart and spend like $60, $75.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the Biden administration, you could like go on the Walmart app and say reorder these items, and it'll cost you $400 or $500 because the rate of inflation was just so ridiculous.
I remember like going. I always look at inflation by buying 2 items: beans and ramen.
Mm.
And you can always tell because if those go up,
Mhm.
everything else is going to go up too. Like I remember buying like the little packages of ramen, and this was just maybe like 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Asked for like 10 cents.
Yeah.
And I was just craving ramen one day. I was like, I'll get one of those pants. It's like 40 something
Yeah.
cents.
For a freaking little thing of ramen.
A little square packet of ramen, and not one of those ones that's in a cup or anything like that, because you're always going to pay a premium for shit like
Mhm.
that. But
They're
so-
void of nutrition, but
Yeah.
it's all about.
they're tasty, damn it.
That's
Yeah.
all that sodium.
Oh yeah, I love that sodium,
I
sir.
used to buy those for 10 cents too. And then, yeah.
All right, now we're always talking about like brown criminals. Well, I found a white one. Make everyone happy.
Sure.
breaking
What's
cr-
the catch?
Career criminal murders two Minnesota, Missouri. Excuse me. Deputies during a shootout after being released from custody just days before. Richard Byrd, who has a long violent criminal history, shot and killed Deputy Gabriel Ramirez and Michael Hipslob following a traffic stop before he was shot and killed by police. Some of his charges include aggravated battery, criminal discharge of a firearm, drug possession, trespassing, tampering, theft, burglary, unlawful possession of a firearm, received stolen property, and attempted first-degree murder. And that was back in 2014.
Don't really sound like.
Our justice system sucks.
Yeah, that's just sad.
I feel bad for those
What
damn
an
guys.
asshole.
All right, and this is another one of these from the guy who beat the back off of his son's killer. I think was it? No. This is something else. Armed 16-year-old boy killed by an off-duty police officer during a shoplifting incident in Walmart in Florida. Basically, he was armed. They caught him, and he dropped the gun, and then instead of just continuing to run away, the guy ran back, was warned by the police officers, don't do it, and he picked up a gun and started running towards the customer, and that's when the police opened fire.
Yeah.
So it's
About dumb. What is? I swear, some of these people think they're playing a
Basically what
freaking
it
video
was,
game, man.
officer was telling, the
Idiots.
They're
other
idiots.
person to stay here. Don't go anywhere. We got to figure something out. The guy didn't want to comply. He was trying to run away, and the officer got in his way and told him, listen, we got to figure something out. And then he tried to pull out his gun and run, and then the gun fell. And the officer directed him not to pick up the gun and leave the gun on the floor. Do not pick it up. He didn't comply. He disobeyed the lawful order, and he tried to pick up the gun. And civilians around and all that stuff going on, the emotions. We just don't know if he was going to be a threat and shoot civilians or shoot within civilian point of view. And officer went downrange, and basically what it was.
Shot his ass.
Which is
And of course,
Protocol.
his mom is out there saying how such a good boy he was.
Of course, he was such a good boy.
they're sometimes like very few times I think we've seen where the mom was like, my son deserved that shit. She
Yeah.
locked him
Yeah.
up a long time ago.
Like my mom, if I went out and did something like that, she'd be the first one on the fucking news. He's a piece of shit. He's been a piece of shit since he was born. He deserved it. In fact, I think you should dig his ass up and shoot him again.
That's a terrible thing to say.
I doubt she knew her son as well. She thought she did, but even if say he otherwise was a good boy, right? And he had followed the rules and he was doing it for whatever reason. He made this choice to do this.
And knowing that he's 16 years old. What the fuck was he doing with a loaded handgun?
Exactly.
If it was like a hunting rifle, maybe, because you can legally can't at that age, but not a handgun.
Yeah. And
Depends on the state. Yeah.
No, not all states. You have to. I think the lowest age I've seen is 18, but for a handgun,
But to have it carried around in public.
not even being able to legally carry it for a handgun.
most likely illegally bought on the street.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
no, he was a good boy.
yeah. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Mentioning of another good boy, Tarvis person hit his therapist with a rock to the head, strangled her, raped her, and then dumped her in a ditch. Prosecutors are seeking 20 years. He gave him 6 months. The judge.
I've heard about this one. Why? Because she's a BLM activist, and she believes in giving black criminals lighter sentences just because they're black.
Now
That's
you
a-
flip it. If you flip it, it was a white judge and a white defendant, and they did that. Oh my God, it'd be on CNN.
They'd be calling
and,
for the judge's head.
oh,
on spike.
everything. Telling you, it's just fucked up court today. Breaking. Peter Mounson, the former British ambassador to the U.S., has been arrested by London police for misconduct in public office following the discovery of involvement of the Epstein files. The UK ain't fucking around. They don't care. They're just, oh, their name was in there? Okay, we're arresting them.
Well, I keep saying England is no longer free.
No.
Yeah.
They are just slipping really deep into totalitarian practices. But with this, that's weird. I mean, okay, his name was in there. Under what condition?
Yeah,
You
we
know,
need the
as we know.
contents of what it
The
was.
content. I mean, was he doing something, or was it just some? There's a lot in there that a lot of names in there that have nothing to do with, sexual misconduct.
Now, granted,
Mhm.
if
You
they're
know.
going to do this, I would love to see them arrest Bill Gates because one, it's Bill Gates. He's a piece of shit. But, two, we all know he did shit. So,
If they want to be like, I think we said this last time, if nations really want to look at that list and say, okay, well, this gives us a basic list to start looking into, and then they start contacting the FBI and say, what other information that you might have, and they start working together to try and prosecute people within their own nations for crimes that may have been committed. That's fine. But you don't just arrest people because their name's on a list.
and that's how, like, fucking liberties and everything else, but it's the UK. They don't have a constitution like we do.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, this week, they finally talked to the Clintons, and basically they backed up. Good old Bubba basically backed up. He's like, yeah, I mean, Trump basically backed up. Trump did nothing ever. He was like the first one to like have the Epstein hated him because he was the first one to rat on him and saying like cooperate with the police, to call the police on him. And
Straight from Bill Clinton's mouth.
and then fucking his wife gets on fucking there and she's going for her deposition and basically throws her husband underneath the bus. So I personally kind of thinking maybe old Bill, he ain't gonna be around too much longer. So
It's possible.
That hitman's still up on the leaderboard.
I loved her deposition. She was like, I've never really met him. You know,
the photos
and, then,
of her.
and there's photos everywhere. And like there's email communication. Hey, I know you know Hillary really well. Can you set up a meeting? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. What the fuck?
Basically, Hillary's statement was like, I don't know. You'd have to ask my husband. My husband knew him.
Yeah,
And then a whole
exactly.
bunch.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
Basically, what Bill Clinton came out and said, he's like, Trump had nothing to do with Epstein. As far as I know, he had zero involvement. And so the Democrats, where are you now? Why are you dead silent?
They wanted the files released. Well, they got them.
Let me get this straight. You're upset because the guy that's running our country is not a pedophile?
Oh man,
Like
I'm working
you're
on X
mad?
all the time. They're still calling him a pedophile, and I always reply back to them when I see it. I'm like, okay, what evidence do you have? I'll
Mhm.
wait, and they never respond. They were like,
Yeah, exactly.
they do it. Totally like,
fucking-
fuck you,
I
man.
saw this video that I absolutely loved. There's two women that walk into like a novelty T-shirt place, and it's like security camera footage. And these two women, one of them asked the guy at the counter, he's like, "Do you have any of the My President's a Pedophile T-shirts?" He's like, "Oh no, sorry, we're all sold out of Biden's items." And she's like, "Oh, you're so funny."
I love it. I want to see that because that sounds really funny.
There we go. We got another one. This is actually represented here in Texas. Basically, it's a scandal. What happened was that one of his aides or whatnot, he was sending like text messages to and everything, and telling, "I want you to see like nudes and stuff like that." Well, she killed herself over all the stress that he was doing. So now they're trying to get him arrested for basically harassment and everything else, and like she basically, I know the legal term for it, I just can't remember the name of it, but it's basically he was basically what caused the suicide
Mhm.
for the stress. I don't remember the term that they used.
Yeah. See,
But-
normally I wouldn't say that that's something that should be prosecuted because a lot of people commit suicide based on stress from somebody else, but that person's not trying to do anything to them.
Yeah.
You know, breakups are a good example of that kind
Mhm.
of thing, right?
Yeah.
Their pain is because you broke up with them, but you didn't say, "Hey,
Yeah.
go kill yourself." But at the same time, I was actually looking. I haven't looked real deeply into this, but I looked into it a little bit. I understand that she set herself on fire. Is that right?
I didn't read her. I just know she committed suicide. I don't know her method. So
Right. Yeah. That's my understanding. I was watching some, I forget her name, something Gonzalez or something like that.
yeah, but this
Some
is the
chick.
guy.
But she, my understanding, she set herself on fire, right? But it's like, if this wasn't public, how do we know that somebody else didn't set her on fire?
True.
You know? So I don't know. I haven't seen any evidence or anything that says that we know absolutely 100% that she did it herself. I don't know.
We'll find out, I guess, in the upcoming weeks
Yeah.
after the autopsy
Yeah.
and investigations are done.
Yeah, I guess he was asking her things like, does she do anal and do all these kind of things? And it started off, inappropriate, but she handled it the way I would expect a mature young woman would say. He's like, she would redirect the conversation. That's inappropriate. You're my boss. Let's move on. She wasn't trying to get him in trouble. She was just rejecting him.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw it. I said, wow, she's got some character. He shouldn't have been doing that, but she didn't go, oh my God, I'm gonna sue and make lots of money now.
I mean, with stupid shit like that, after you've already warned them enough times, I mean, I would publish that shit
right?
and sue
But
the shit out of them.
But when he continued, I was like, she really should have went public with that like way sooner.
Oh yeah,
Maybe she was going to, and that's why she mysteriously
she
caught
got
fire.
Clinton.
Right? Yeah,
She got Clinton.
No, I mean, we love the Clintons.
Yeah,
They're
yes.
amazing.
Everything that's been said about you lies.
Honestly, that's exactly what I thought about because if she was going to go public with that, and then now she commits suicide. Fire is a really painful way to kill yourself.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
That's more like self-punishment. That's like I'm punishing myself for this. Killing yourself, shooting yourself in the head, poison, that kind of thing. Okay. Fire.
Plus,
Fire and drowning
That's
are like
not-
the worst ways to die.
nah,
Never.
that's not the first thing that.
Or like someone cutting off your penis and bleeding out. That's the way I got to feel like I'm gonna go. Unfortunately,
That's not the first thing a woman thinks of when she's like, I want to end my life.
Right.
First and foremost, overdose, sleeping pills or something.
yeah.
Secondly, is like cutting yourself.
Shotgun's probably the third,
Yeah.
and then hanging, and
Setting yourself on fire is not on the fucking
it's
list.
a way low on that list.
Even female serial killers, poison is their weapon of choice. 'Cause, it's like kind of peaceful. They just slowly drift off, and they don't have to see their victims. I can't imagine a female for something like that is like, I'm going to kill myself, and the way that I'm going to do is set myself on fire. Fucking painful. If you've ever seen the videos of the Mexican firefighters battling the wildfire,
No.
and one of them gets separated from the group, and he gets caught off guard, and the fire just engulfs him. The screams that this grown man lets out is just horrifying.
I mean that's kind of sad because like me, I've always envisioned if I'm gonna die, it's probably gonna be in a bad car accident, and probably it's gonna be because the fucking thing catches on fire. My only hope is I die on impact,
Right.
but fire is not really up there.
Yeah, I was just looking it up, and it said the two most common ways women commit suicide are carbon monoxide poisoning and pills.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even thought about that.
That's
But
not
yeah, I
even-
guess you can run a hose from your car.
It's another form of poisoning yourself.
Well,
Or it's
yeah, you
minimal,
grab
like that it
you
used
grab
to
a
be.
hose, you put it in your car, roll up the windows, and just
Yeah,
Poisoning,
but
overdose,
the
suffocation.
two most common ways: pill overdose and carbon monoxide poisoning. So drift off into sleep, painless.
Or-
Can't imagine somebody would willingly set themselves on fire.
Right, and men are usually more likely to use the more violent way, which is
handguns, hangings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that they don't sometimes cross over and do the other,
Yeah,
but that's an extreme.
yeah.
That's-
If I were to commit
especially,
suicide, I would not set myself on fire.
I would say, in my opinion, that is a drastic overreaction to what was happening.
So
If-
who
if-
knows?
if
Maybe
she
it's
did-
spells.
if she did set herself on fire and suicide, that is a ridiculous overreaction to what was actually going on. Some dirty text messages from your boss, quit. You know,
I'd like to. I mean, especially
bring
since
it
he's
to
a
light
public
or quit.
official, publish him, sue.
I smell foul play.
Yeah. I actually have to think. I didn't know she set herself on fire. I thought, but now that I know that was the cause of death, holy shit.
Yeah, that podcast. I always forget her freaking name. I just know her last name is Gonzalez.
Oh, there's not too many of those in the
she
world.
went to
sir.
DC and she was kind of trolling a bunch of the congressmen and all that kind of stuff. And she went to his office and he gave him a safety pamphlet on what to do if there's a fire.
Wow.
All right, well, it's time for everyone's favorite mayor. Backtracking in progress after getting obliterated for offering lower than living wages, requiring more than the TSA needs for flying. Our favorite mayor caved completely. Workers will now only be required to bring 2 forms of ID to get paid, still more than required to vote. Also, these emergency snow shovelers will be getting paid $30 an hour.
Yep, 29 actually.
Sarah Gonzalez. Sorry.
Sarah Gonzalez.
Sarah Gonzalez.
Okay.
So now you don't need your social, you just need 2 forms of ID.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll bring my library card.
Fucking moron mom done.
See, I swear to God, these fucking, when I bookmark these things, a lot of them just don't pop up right. Here's an 80-year-old lunatic leftist getting yeeted to the ground after jumping in to physically stop an ICE arrest in Santa Barbara. There's a piece
Why,
of shit.
man?
I mean, like,
Why?
look at this.
Exactly what should have happened.
Yep.
Although he should be arrested as well.
Yep, I agree. Welcome.
Yeah.
Stop
But-
interfering with law enforcement.
As I keep saying, that is actually a strategy. The left does that. They want to cause the issue. They put the pressure, attack, and then when you respond in an appropriately violent way, they freak out.
Yeah.
Act like they're the victims.
Oh
That's
my
what they do.
God. Mentioning of fucked up shit, a mother who shot and killed her 11-year-old cheerleader daughter in a hotel in Nevada had previously lost custody of the child for years. Basically, she was unstable, and the judge decided to grant them joint custody. And yeah, she took her to some cheerleading competition over there in Nevada and killed her and herself.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up. I don't get that with mothers.
By Fox 5 indicate that McGeehan and her ex-husband Brad Smith have been entangled in a bitter custody dispute since Addie was a toddler. While McGeehan remained the primary parent, she lost custody of Addie in 2020 after the court deemed she had acted in ways that could alienate the child from her father. Documents also revealed she had committed domestic abuse in front of Addie and said McGeehan's ability to co-parent was in serious question. The following year, McGeehan filed a temporary restraining order alleging Addie's stepmother was recording the parent time exchanges, a violation of a court custody agreement. But by 2024, Mom McGeehan and Dad Smith had seemed to come to an agreement, the court awarding joint legal and physical custody 1 week on and 1 week off.
And of course, it didn't turn out too well.
That's just sad.
I feel sorry for the father. I mean, shit.
Yeah, and the rest of the family that's affected by it also.
That's
Yeah, that poor girl too. To see her mother turn on her like that before she,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it was a split second or if it was going on for minutes, but whatever it was, it's just that's horrible. That's horrifying.
all right. We need some comedy. California truck
Come
driver
on.
driver is cited for being legal U.S. resident.
Come on, man.
I love the Babylon Bee. It's fucking hilarious.
Fucking California.
Exclusive footage, dash cam footage shows deadly crash. Richard Holden held only just for $5,000 bond.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not paying attention. 100% not paying attention.
Basically, he said that he was kind of sleepy, And but this is what pissed me off. The report showed 11 insurance cancellations in 10 years, meaning that he had done so much fucking damage that insurance companies would not cover him. So he shouldn't have even been driving a fucking CDL at all.
Yeah, that's more than one per year.
Yeah. So that's horrific. It's not just illegals that they're giving CDLs to. And I'm sorry, if you should have way more training, can you sit for long periods of time and turn the wheel? There should be more qualifications for fucking trying to get a CDL, because you can look at this. You can seriously fucking kill people, and that's exactly what he fucking did.
It's like the demands that like these companies put on the drivers too that are at fault. And also the people out there that are just ordering fucking last minute random dildos overnight delivery on Amazon and shit.
Hey, it was very important. I needed it for an experiment.
Stop buying so much.
I'll talk to you later,
shit.
honey.
Seriously though, you're right. I mean, I don't know that there necessarily needs to be more training. It's not that hard to learn how to drive.
It needs to be more vetting.
Vetting, sure, to a point, but it's already illegal to fall asleep on a truck, right? If you're that tired, they tell you find a place to sleep, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they're supposed to only drive. I think it's for like
14 hours.
Well, yeah, but not consecutively. You have to stop every. I think it's like 2 to 4 hours, and you have to be off and not driving for at least an hour, and then you drive. You can only have like, I think, like you said, 14 hours total for that 24-hour period.
Yeah, and you got to keep track of it all in your logbook.
Yeah, and a lot of them just don't do it. I think they need. I think they do, but I think they need to have some kind of like logs inside these trucks, something computerized, and it's like a warning if they're going over their time limit or something like that. That basically portions like, hey, you have X amount of time to pull over, and then it will not let you start that engine until it hits it. Like, okay, you have rested for 2 hours. You can go, kind of like what you do with the alcoholics that have to breathe into that breathing tube and shit like that. Something similar to that. That would prevent a lot of this shit.
I think if I was a trucking company, I might implement something like that.
Well, they have systems in place. They're pretty advanced. There's like devices with cameras that is facing the driver. If you look away for a second, it'll tell you distracted driver, please pay attention. Things like that. You close your eyes for too long, it's like exhausted driver, pay attention or pull over. Drink some coffee.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of these people, I don't know if these are like privately owned trucks or whatever. They're just like, they don't seem to be doing that, because that clearly 100% to see that many cars stopped, he was not paying attention.
No. Let's go on to some more awesome news. Just in, Disney loses $170 million on the Snow White remake, and we all saw this one coming. So, I mean, this thing bombed so fucking much. I mean, we should just slap fucking the name Iran on there. So, I mean, I am so happy with this, but not as happy as this. California man appears on drugs, flees naked from the scene of a hit and run after reportedly causing a crash. Look at that.
What the hell?
Woo! He's doing the helicopter.
Why is he naked?
I don't know. I'm guessing
He has
drugs.
Some sort of clothes in his hand, I think.
Well, maybe like, a shirt. But I guarantee it looks like a shirt. Yeah, I mean, that's funny as shit.
Wow.
Drugs are wonderful according to this guy. I think I saw that tattooed on his ass. We just have to wait for the blur to go away. Okay, moving on. ICE detains an illegal immigrant and Olaf as family members cry and scream nearby. Let's hear them. Oh, the cries bring me so much joy. And you know what? That's at a Walmart. Go figure.
Yeah. So I didn't quite hear what was going on there.
It looks like a Walmart. Yeah.
The family members crying and screaming at him. One of the guys says, "Let my brother go," and he says something like, we're gonna find something out. Whoever's driving this truck, something about him. That's all I heard.
Okay.
Can't really hear over there screaming and crying.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
just was wondering what precipitated all of this.
Who knows?
Probably has an active deportation order. or something.
Probably.
Uh,
All right. A convicted pedo who kidnapped and raped multiple kids underneath the age of 7
Oh, I heard about this.
was paroled under Gavin Newsom's elderly parole program.
So the thing is, if you've served at least 20 years and you're over the age of 50, according to the Gavin Newsom, whatever's
You said it right.
bullshit proposition, you're eligible for parole no matter what.
that's ridiculous.
You served 20 years already, you're over the age of 50, you're eligible for parole.
That's ridiculous.
How many people went in their late 20s, early 30s they should be in there for life or have received the death penalty?
Mm-hmm.
We'll
If
be
we're
getting
lucky.
out because of shit like this.
And a lot of this is kind of, I'm not saying that it's always in California, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
And, that's why you got a lot of criminals that go to California because their laws are so lax. Even if they get busted, they're like, well, I served like 20 years and I'll get out.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Former Team USA figure skater Gabrielle Linehan was gunned down at a Starbucks drive-thru in St. Louis, Missouri, by a career criminal with a criminal record dating back to 1986.
Oh, shit.
I
Jail the judges. Yep, I agree.
mean, yeah. Here's the piece of shit.
Ex-USA medalist murdered in St. Louis drive-thru. Damn.
See, this
The
is the reason
medalist,
I
too.
don't go to Starbucks. Just don't. I'm always afraid I'm going to get shot.
That's just.
Uh,
Although on the plus side, there has been a more than 20% drop in murder rates because I think it's almost directly, almost entirely because of ICE.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Have you seen the
So-
maps of the violent shootings and all that?
I saw one. I don't know how many of them are, but
It was like,
I saw
look at
one online.
this small peaceful town. Look at all the shootings that have happened around here, and like the map was pretty much covered in like these little firearm symbols. And it's like this is before ICE, and this is after ICE, and the map is empty.
See, the thing is they stopped keeping track of crimes from illegals a long time. And I get it. Like I think I've said this before. It's
Yeah.
difficult to do that because if you don't solve the crime, you don't know for sure if it was an illegal or somebody else, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
So let's say if somebody describes a black man or a Hispanic or whatever, you can't just automatically assume they were here illegally, right? But they used to keep track of some of that, so known crimes, and I don't think it certainly wasn't perfect, but it dispelled the myth that they were safer.
Yeah,
But
not only
they
that,
stopped
but
doing
they've
that
been,
years ago, and you can go on ChatGPT and it says, "Oh, they don't do it. There is no data on that." Yeah, because the FBI stopped doing that back around Obama or something
Yeah.
like that, and that was all scrubbed from the internet.
I want to say it was back in 2021, but then they also stopped doing the racial crimes too. So the FBI stopped reporting on like how many black crimes against Asians and blacks against whites, whites against blacks. They just stopped.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, everything is safe. No, those are all lies. And then literally you're watching video footage from security cameras of black people beating the shit and killing Asians.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. You used to be able to use that data to dispel a lot of their lies. So, like when a person says, "Well, illegals are less likely to commit violent crime than Americans," well, see, then
Bullshit.
they lump it all together. It's like, well, like you said, you look at a map, right? You'll see clumps. They're less likely. Well, at least they used to be because I think it was different. But they were less likely, according to the data that they had, to commit violent crime over blacks, but far more likely than whites or other Hispanics.
Yeah.
So, when you break it down, you see a completely different picture.
Yeah,
And
you do.
They don't want you to have that picture.
And
Of course not, because
only
that doesn't push their fucking narrative.
Yeah, not only that, some news outlets try and cover up the truth. It's like really bad. I remember that one story where it was like, an unfortunate accident teen boy dies at McDonald's when a fight breaks out, and then you look at the actual story, and he wanted to take his girlfriend to McDonald's, and there's like a group of, I think they said it was like 90 something black guys just hanging outside McDonald's, and she was like, I don't feel safe, let's leave. And he's like, don't be racist. And he tries to take her inside, and they tell him, you don't belong here, white boy, and they beat the shit out of him and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where was that? That's not an unfortunate accident, and that's also not a fight. That was a targeted
It's like,
attack.
unfortunately, he got stabbed in the back 15 times.
Yep. And the
Total
leftist
accident.
term, it was a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't. They, you know.
It doesn't fit their narrative. That's all it is.
True.
All right, guys. Well, that was the end of the Twitter Falls for this week. A lot of fucking bullshit,
that went on
as
a long time.
always.
That was our longest Twitter fires ever.
No, I don't think so. Well, it could have been. We're already like
It's
an
up
hour and
there.
5 minutes in.
Right?
So,
We have times that are where the whole show's barely that long.
oh my God. All right, guys.
We just had
Well,
a lot to say.
let's move on to the question of the week. And this week, the question of the week is another retro. It's for my daughter's upcoming movie.
Mm-hmm.
Still hasn't come out yet. I'm guessing she's heavily protesting this.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, before the question of the week, our sponsor for this week is Enter the Succubus. So please play that trailer.
In a world where the sweetest young girl can transform into one of the worst creatures imaginable, one man must take a bullet for all of mankind by slaying the monster with the only weapon he possesses, his freedom. Enter the Succubus. From the OFO podcast, watch Damien find his balls and put his life on the line to save all of humanity from the evil Kaylee in a role she was born to play. Enter the Succubus. One day, she was just a girl eating popcorn in a theater until she transformed into a giant, winged beast. What the fuck happened there? Did her ass suck up that other person when she flew away? I'm putting too much thought into this. Anyways, can Damien man up and do what's necessary to save the world? Or will Kaylee bitch slap him down into the dirt? You'll find out this October when Damien will enter the Succubus. David is writing all this for me. Talking about his daughter like this is going to get his ass kicked. But as she told him, fair is fair.
Goddamn, Damien, you must have been like a saint or something. You're a saint now, but you're gonna be like a well-hung billionaire in your next life. That's all I'm saying. So, question of the week: what would you like to be known or remembered for?
That's a tough one. Really is. I put a lot of thought in this because I really have no idea. Because you have reputation versus reality. Do you want people to know you for something good, like that you were loyal or a good friend or a, you know, whatever, right? Or do you want them to remember you for something you accomplished? Like most men want to be remembered for their accomplishments. Well, I have no accomplishments.
You have several
You're
books.
writing.
Okay, yeah, you can remember me for my books, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Excellent writing.
Excellent writing, and very much so.
But, you know, sometimes you want to be remembered for something else, like your family or how you treated people as well. But nobody ever remembers that. So, for a guy,
I don't know. What about you, Ram?
I will. I'll remember you for your writing and being an awesome friend.
thank you.
I agree, except for the writing
Let's
things. I've
see.
never read anything.
And
But awesome friend, though.
for being funny and being
Well, when's that going to start?
soon. Next year.
Next
That'll be
year,
my
next
New Year's
year.
resolution.
It's your New Year.
Be funnier.
We're going to keep him alive till 2027.
You keep me on this show just so I could prove myself. For being funny, for being a great dad and husband, and being a good friend. That's what I want to be remembered for.
Me personally, I want my friends to know that I was a good friend, and for all those who didn't like me, who didn't consider my friend, they can kiss my ass.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's all I want to be remembered for. That's it. I'm already in like the news articles for being hung like that. So I mean, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I don't need any more fame. All right, guys. Well, it is time for the last movie review for Samuel L. Jackson month. And we go out with a big bang with this one. He plays a stereotypical black man in film. So
in the IT department.
in an IT
So
department.
common.
So common. So let's go ahead and hit that intro.
It's Samuel Jackson month. Let the reviews ignite. In every frame, he brings the light. With metal riffs and passion so bold, we celebrate a legend. His story unfolds.
All right, guys. Well, this week we reviewed Jurassic Park, which was in 1993. An industrialist invites some experts to visit his theme park of cloned dinosaurs. After a power failure, the creatures run loose, putting everyone's lives, including the grandchildren's, in danger. He gets killed.
Yeah. A lot of people are going to be like, Samuel L. Jackson was in Jurassic Park. Yeah,
For maybe like
for
10
a
minutes.
For like 1 minute.
Little known fact about this. He just happened to be walking by and they were like, hey, you're in a bunch of movies. You want to just be in this one real fast? And it's like, what happens? Well, you get killed. You're like, okay.
Is that true?
No.
Oh,
That would be
I
awesome,
wouldn't
though.
believe that because he's in the movie for like 1 freaking minute. All he does is smoke cigarettes and say, hold on to your butts. And that's
He doesn't say motherfucker, though. Damn it.
No, right? Yeah.
Damn Steven Spielberg.
Because it was PG-13. You can't say that.
Yeah, he's in a few different scenes, but yeah, not for long.
He's still funny. I liked him.
Mhm.
The movie itself, I mean, this was Ram's pick. So
Yeah.
like, he's like, does it have to be a starring role or can he just do a cameo? And I'm like, you know what? You can be a cameo. I don't care.
He's in it.
Yeah.
He's in it.
So, if you pay attention to the movie, his voice comes out on the PA system telling people that there's a storm coming and they should
Yeah,
be
I heard
playing
him. Oh,
dogs.
yeah.
But you also see him walking in the background when they're looking at the dinosaur eggs and the raptors hatching. You see him walking in the background. And that's
I didn't
like,
notice that.
He's in the movie for like 1 minute tops, and then he fucking dies. And that's why I picked it. I thought it'd be funny.
Funny.
He's doing the black actor thing. He gets killed.
That was like an 80s and 90s thing. Where they would kill the black guy. They would just kill him off.
It becomes like a movie. It's a movie trope. It's like it's a horror movie. You see a black person in it, you know they're gonna die.
Mhm.
And Jurassic Park, believe it or not, it is kind of a fantasy movie, but it's also a horror movie. When you include those raptors and shit like that, it becomes, and you see like severed limbs. Yeah, it becomes a horror movie of sorts.
Hey, one of
So
the things I loved about Jurassic Park was not just the groundbreaking graphics that they did.
Oh,
they
yeah.
look so dated
really-
now. I'm looking at it and I'm just like, it doesn't look as good as I remember it.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because, you know, it's
There's been
it's
improvements
nostalgia
since
shit.
your-
You know, I've seen
with
so much
your-
good CGI, like perfect CGI,
Yeah.
that I'm just like,
With your
oh.
brand new like 4K TV, yeah, it doesn't look how it used to on VHS with a CRT TV.
Yeah.
You know?
then. Yeah, but it's still it was amazing for the time.
for the time, and
Yeah.
the story
It
was good.
The story I thought was great. I thought one of the things is they had a really great balance. Yes, there was horror aspects to it. There was, you know, philosophical arguments, and they had just enough comedy in it to not turn it into a joke of itself.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know, but they had enough to have a little bit of that levity, and
must go faster.
Yeah.
Must go faster.
Yeah.
it was like it was really well done. Not only from the writing, it seems like, to the acting, to the directing. I don't know any of these people. I don't really care.
Jeff Goldblum was
But
good
it
in
was
it.
a really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Um,
Like the plot of like why Dennis, I mean, you would have to read the books to understand it fully, but like it was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense why he would commit corporate espionage.
yeah.
Mhm.
He was funny, and that was back when he was fat, because now he's real skinny and everything like that.
Oh, really?
He actually, yeah, he lost
I didn't
a
know
fuck ton of weight.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he actually looks not like a piece of shit, but I'm sorry, I'll always remember him as Newman.
Newman.
He wasn't a very
Talk
big
about
corporate
everything.
espionage guy because he died.
Oh yeah, but he took the money.
Yeah. Well, he got like a portion. He got what, 700,000 up front, and
750.
then
The deal was for 1.5 million.
Yeah, it was like-
from Genesis. I
like
think.
50,000 per sample he got or something like
per
that.
embryo.
Wow.
So, I mean, I like the movie. It's good. I don't like watching Jurassic Park all that much because as soon as I'm finished with it, I got to watch the other two. I got to watch The Lost World, which I still like. I think it's a good movie.
I love part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
I did not like part 2.
I like part 3.
I didn't like the guy, the dad that lied and put everybody in there.
William H. Macy.
I don't like that actor.
You know, really,
100% he's not. For
he's
me.
hit or miss. There's some shows I think movies he's been in that I think are fucking amazing, and then a lot of them are just like, eh. Well, there is no nudity rating unless you want to count all the naked dinosaurs. So, and that's another thing. There was no humping. There was no humping. I expect dinosaur humping.
They were all females.
Oh yeah, sure.
Scientists. Could have been lesbian dinosaurs.
It could be. It could be. So 0 on the nudity rating across the board. What do you guys give this movie as a whole? Me, it's still nostalgic for me, so I'm going to give it a 4.
I give it a 5.
You're going to give it a 5?
I love Jurassic Park.
You know what? I'm going to give it a 5.
Wow, I'm usually not the one that's the Debbie Downer in this group. I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah, I liked it way back then, and I still like it. I think for me, it's the best one out of all of them.
It's what got me into dinosaurs. I was a little kid when this came out, 1993. I must have been 6, 7 years old.
And your parents took you to see this? How
No,
dare they?
we
How
had it-
irresponsible.
We had it on VHS. It was awesome.
That's even worse. You bought the film.
But I loved it just looked so good. I loved the blend of practical and digital video effects. It was just really well done.
Okay,
it's a
so
5 for
we're
me.
all split. So we got 2 5s and a 4. It's kind of like my scale of how many women I've actually been with minus my current one. Like the scale of like, oh, she's a 10. It's like it's a couple of 4s and 5s.
It makes it makes it a 4.75. So
Uh-huh.
You know,
quick math.
I've never been with a 10, never. But one night I fucked 5 2s, and I think that should count.
Wow.
Alrighty then.
In what universe would you be in a room with 5 2s?
I love George Carlin. I miss that dude. All right, guys. Well, that was our movie review. It was wonderful. It was awesome. It was extremely short because this is already going to be a long episode. So it is now time for everyone's favorite segment. It's now time for Ram's Top 10 Out of Context Thoughts. So without further ado, hit his intro.
Ram's got voices running through his head. Ram's rod is about to penetrate your mind. Here's Ram's Top 10 Out of Context Thoughts.
All right. Take it away, Ram.
All right, number 1. John Hammond used cheap Mexican laborers. Spare no expense, my ass.
True.
Number 2. The majority of archaeologists are women because they're so good at digging up the past. Number 3.
I would have said they were so good at digging up bones, but that's me.
They won't let shit go. They'll dig up the past.
Oh, okay.
Number 3. Shut up, you fat little asshole.
All right, fine. Shit.
Alpha dinosaur cuts you in half and eats your penis. Number 4.
Very
I don't
specific.
blame people for their mistakes, but I do ask that they pay for them. That's the same fucking thing, John. You're so stupid for a rich guy. Number 5. Never trust a fat guy who won't pay $3 for his own tacos. Number 6. I would have killed for those night vision goggles when I was a little kid. I think we all would have.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7. It'll take that dinosaur all week to eat his fat ass. Number 8. I wish the expert on raptors would have been more of an expert on raptors and not fucking died. Number 9. At 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 30 seconds into the movie, Dr. Grant grabs everybody's ass in this scene. Everyone's. Go watch it. I promise he.
I was actually going to bring that up.
You noticed it too?
I was like, that's statutory, sir.
At number 10, I still think you can join the Mahad Club in a helicopter. Don't fight me on that.
No, I agree with that, sir. And that was Ram's Top 10 Out of Context Spots. Always entertaining. All right, guys. Well, douchebag of the week is next, and this is a good one. So go ahead and hit that intro.
This is a douchebag. I said douchebag. Douchebag of the
All right, douchebag of the week is all these fucking cartel members have been going on in Mexico. So, in case you didn't notice, one of the major heads, El
Mencho.
basically got blown the fucking hell. Let's show his little picture. This guy, yeah.
Why does
So
that look fake?
it does. It looks like something that you would see on like one of those crime shows. Like they show up a folder like forensic files.
That looks like the file folders from GoldenEye 64.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Well, he's dead. The Mexican army.
What the fuck happened to him?
They basically carpet bombed his ass. Oh my God. Mexico just killed the man with a $15 million bounty on his head and set 5 states on fire within hours. So I'm not going through all that, but that's a lot of fucking crime.
Is this all in response to all the violence that people were doing?
Yep. That was exactly what's been going on. Like, this is some cartel members that decided to blow up a gas station in retaliation for what happened.
Oh, yeah. And then the president of Mexico comes out and, like, they weren't being violent. These weren't terroristic acts.
Bullshit.
They were disrupting communications. Like, what is that? Who are you disrupting? The guy that needs a hot dog or fill up his fucking vehicle with gas? How is that disrupting communication?
Yeah, no shit. Well, I mean, I guess
that's terroristic. Tell me you work for the cartels without telling me you work for the cartels.
One of her first speeches after Trump became president made it clear to me that she was in the pocket of at least one.
Yeah, I mean, everyone over there is corrupt. Cartels demand that those who killed their boss surrender. They have now received the order to start killing civilians, and they did. I mean, over in Mexico, I mean, it was basically lockdown. You had planes that were stuck on the ground because the cartels basically took over the fucking airport, and they were stuck on the plane for hours and hours and hours. And I'm guessing it's calmed down a little bit. This is a stupid bitch. I don't like Laura Loomer. But she was basically saying after the U.S. eliminated top cartel leaders, they didn't. Mexico did it. The only thing that the U.S. did is they provided intel where they found out where he was, and then they sent them in. However, how surgical strike it was, it makes me wonder, they didn't have a couple of like U.S. agents there helping out.
Yeah, I mean, Mexico actually did make a big mistake in the way they did it.
Yeah.
They only took out the one guy. And there are examples in other places that have done it correctly. You have to go after their satellite forces as well.
Yeah, we were talking about this on Thursday. That they need to hit them all at once. If they just go for one, there's going to be retribution. And guess what? That's exactly what the fuck happened.
And then, of course, somebody just takes over again. And so you don't really do anything but cause a short-term disruption for them. Yeah.
This is funny. Mom and Dad packing up for that inclusive trip to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. They paid 3 months ago. I shit you not. I watched this on Thursday night after I added this. I was like, I gotta watch Commando. Right? So that's awesome. And this is the tourist town with that joke was based on fire because the cartel members went scorched earth on this shit. Thousands of American tourists are there, and they didn't get any notice, no nothing. They just started fucking around the entire town.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I tell my wife I don't want a vacation in Mexico, even though she keeps fucking insisting that we go because it's cheap and beautiful. That kind of shit. That's why. That's why we don't do that.
There's some more fires, and this is now attacking civilian buildings. And yeah, I didn't even think about it, but they had fires over there right across our border. I thought a lot of this shit was happening in like the California border and shit around there where he was no, we were getting it over here too. So obviously not as bad, I don't think, but I mean, it's not the Costco.
It just goes to show you how much of Mexico is corrupt and controlled by.
That's one of the reasons I haven't been over there in like 15 years. It's not worth it.
Yeah, cartels and things like that, those aren't just criminal organizations. They really should look at them as insurgencies and go after them with military and not police.
Yeah.
I mean, Mexico kind of does that because they're not really not really the same separation between military and police we have
No,
here.
honestly, if
But
they
the
need
military
help,
sucks.
I mean, they say, hey, U.S., could you help us? And if we send the military over there, all this shit would be taken care of in a couple of weeks.
Plus, they are designated as terrorist
Yeah.
organizations now. Thanks to Trump.
Let's see here. Chaos erupts in Guadalajara International Airport. It's like literally they're running in fucking with guns blazing and everything else. They got fires on the runways. I mean, they just lost their shit.
They threw grenades inside grocery stores, and the grocery stores were seen on video. They're all catching fire in the aisles and stuff.
It's fucking
You can't
ridiculous.
say it's not terroristic activity with what they're doing.
And I hate to tell you guys, there's worse. The new leader,
El Yogurt.
El Yogurt. How the fuck can you be taken seriously with your nickname El Yogurt? Granted, you had a lot of people with guns and everything else behind you, but El Yogurt?
Why? Because he's white looking, he's pale.
I mean, if you go to Mexico City, I mean, they were whiter than me. But I mean, for the most part, I mean, El Yogurt? But then again, I was telling my girlfriend that, like, I had a guy I grew up with, and he's a drug dealer, and his nickname is Cheese. So, I don't know. So, but El Yogurt, the Mexican Navy attempted to capture El Yogurt. His men fiercely counterattacked, resulting in 12 dead gang members, 3 wounded Marines, and 9 captured gunmen. But El Yogurt escaped. May the Schwartz be with you. Oh my God!
They should be treated like terrorists. Send in a freaking tomahawk.
I like Ram said, they're already designated terrorists. So, okay, if you're a cartel member, you got problems. You're a douchebag. I'm sorry.
Stop doing drugs. If all the drug addicts would just get the help they need and stop doing drugs, these people would have no power.
Or do it in moderation. That's all I'm saying.
They'd have to move on to something else, like avocados again.
That'd be funny as shit. Son, how many years did you go to SA? Oh, I got 20 years. Oh, man, what were you carrying? Oh, man, it was smuggling? What were you smelling? Avocados.
Yeah.
Fun. So that was your douchebag of the week. Just pretty much a blanket statement on all Mexican cartel members. What the fuck? Leave innocent people alone. Go back to killing the other gang members. I mean, I'm cool with that. Anytime a gang member wants to go kill another gang member, I'm a happy camper. And it's like shit like that. I just feel bad for the people that were stuck on those airplanes because they're sitting there and they want to be taken away back to their house. They want to be taken away back to their country.
I want to be taken away.
They do, and I would be too. If I was there, I would want to be taken away, and I want to be taken back to the place that I was born and raised. But unfortunately, I can't have that because I was born and raised in Tennessee. But I can be taken away by James's Takeaways. So without further ado, hit his intro.
James Takeaways, hear his voice resound. In the heart of a moment, wisdom's found. Every thought's a treasure, every laugh's a win. With confidence, we'll let the journey begin.
All right, James, take me away.
All right, this was a short one this week.
Fun size is
If you
always
want-
fun.
Yes. I do like fun size. If you want to be remembered well, build something that works without you and doesn't fall apart the minute you step away. That's it.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Agreed.
Kind of almost fits like the question of the week as well.
I was actually thinking about that because it got me thinking about that. I was like, if you build something that lasts, then people will remember you in more ways than one.
Yep.
No.
Look at John Holmes. All I remember is a huge slum. That's the way I want to go.
Yeah. Not like those water wells in Africa that all of them are broken like 1 year later.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding. All right, guys. Well, it's the end of the month, so you know what that means. It's time for weird shit at Walmart. Go ahead and hit that intro.
Fuck. It's time for weird shit at Walmart, damn it.
All right, guys. So first off, see anything in here that looks out of the ordinary?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Because
Right
you
there.
just had a kid, you need to pick up some Huggies. I guarantee you need some Budweiser too. Or Budweiser's making diapers now, which I think would be amazing because like the alcohol would seep into the diaper. The child would always be quiet and smiling. And no one, and I guarantee it, guys, I'm just saying it. Nothing is funnier than a drunk baby. I'm just saying it just like that. It's awesome.
I wouldn't know.
There's a
Uh,
false, fictitious.
let's
statement.
check here. Legalize.
Mother, son, marry. What?
On a guy that age?
Yeah,
What the hell? Was he
must
having
be
a,
Freud.
It must be.
Sigmund
It must be
Freud.
Freudian or something.
I mean, it could be, I don't know, Photoshop, but
No, it's not Photoshop. I've seen it a couple of places.
really.
By the way, I don't know how long this segment's going to keep on going because finding pictures from Walmart is fucking hard. They're all videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want pictures, damn it. And every time I tell Grok to show me like weird shit from Walmart, it's hardcore porn. I'm like, I don't want to see this. Not with a 97-year-old grandmother
Right?
in one of those Roscoe scooters you can use there and her 14-year-old son. I just don't want to see it.
Fucking
Now, I should own this hoodie,
guns, titties, and freedom. Yeah, that's a great.
but
That's a big one.
unfortunately, the chick he's with, no.
Yeah, no.
Just no. You and no.
Maybe I'll make a shirt like that and put it on my short.
Guns,
Guns,
titty,
titties,
and freedom. I don't think I can I don't think I can wear that at work.
No.
It'd be nice though.
Just say it's in a different language. It's pronounced hoons, tatais, and freedom.
Wow.
Pick me a winner.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Little known fact, he's actually white. But
No, come on. That's disgusting. Yeah, I'm glad this segment is ending. That's gross. That's gross.
Oh, trust me, I got some worse ones in here. I like the guy's style. You never know what someone's going to be offended by. So like he's wearing probably like that's a Make America Great Again, and then someone gets offended, he takes it off. It's like a Biden hat, and then like a black guy gets offended or something, and the other one's like Black Power or something.
BLM.
VML, something like that. But they need to bring this fucking brand more down here. Their fucking pastries and shit are amazing, but you can only find them further up north.
Really?
They actually have like some baked cookies that I've tried, like in the supermarket you bake for yourself, and they are like the most delicious fucking cookies you'll ever have. I don't know how I got the cookies, but
Is it called Guttermans? Buttermans?
Menton. I don't know. I just know the
I've
logo.
never heard of it.
Yeah, it's more of a northern thing. They're expensive. And yeah, there's the hot dog right outside of Walmart.
It's your car.
Sir, that's when I get tired. I just have to throw some wheels on it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Is that a bathrobe?
I think he thinks that he's like the Black Hugh Hefner or something, maybe. I don't know why people like cheetah print. I think people look retarded in it. Not you, honey. I love you. You look great in it. But yeah, most people just look like shit wearing cheetah stuff. And that looks retarded.
I never liked it either.
He's
I
even
remember
wearing
back when that
slippers.
used to be like a common thing. Women thought it was sexy or something. For me, it never really did anything for me.
No. I love waterboarding children.
Wow, that's fucking...
And that is an actual t-shirt you can buy from Walmart. I saw it.
What the fuck? It's just a blanket statement. No context, no funny picture, no nothing.
I just love waterboarding children. Okay. More of that. I think it's like the cheetah episode, but goddamn, what the fuck? Why?
Shit.
You remember when people used to like dress normal? I mean, I wear some weird shit. Obviously, this month we've all seen me wear some weird outfits, but I don't go out in public in it.
That's why I go to Target.
That's why I go to Target.
The higher price is just the tax that I pay to avoid shit like this.
No shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
This has to be in Florida.
I never understood that in Walmart's because it'll say on the door that you have to wear a shirt or shoes or, you know.
I haven't seen that in a while. I think the last time I went to Walmart, the only thing I saw on their door was just like about the guns.
Really?
Yeah, no,
It's been a while since I
no.
looked. But
You're not allowed to carry unless you're licensed in Walmart.
Okay, that was your weird shit at
What
Walmart.
is he buying?
I don't know.
That
it
was
looks like Drano or something.
Hold on, let's see here.
For
I
that-
can't tell. It's too
for that
blurry.
wedgie that he's got.
Maybe. Hey,
Unplug that wedgie.
no, maybe it's a bunch of cooking oil.
No,
He needs that
Get
lube.
all lubed up.
He wants that lube, sir.
Slip about with some friends.
Some slipper about. Everyone loves the slipperies. That was your weird shit at Walmart. Everyone's favorite segment of all time. But seriously, I am really running out of fucking things to actually show on this. So, I honestly don't know how long more we're going to be doing it. Which sucks because these are like one of the most entertaining ones. If nothing else, maybe I'll see if I can start ripping the videos out.
Mm-hmm.
And we could just do that. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do like just a screen capture of it.
Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for the game.
Are we gonna play a game?
We're gonna play a game. We have enough time. I think we. I'm saying, what time is it?
Sure.
Yep, we have enough time.
Can we agree to cut this one short and not do like a 45?
Oh no.
category like
No, we're
last
gonna
time?
this week. We're gonna be playing Quiplash 3, which usually ends pretty quick.
All right.
So go ahead and hit that intro so we can get the show started.
You know what time it is, baby. It's time to play some fucking games. My nipples are so hard right now.
All right, guys. So, like I said, we're going to be playing Quiplash 3. If I can get this son of a bitch moved over here. There we go. So, there's your room code, guys. So, go to Jackbox TV. I know one of these days we can really do a live stream of this. And that way we can get all of our millions and millions of fans to, actually play with us.
No,
Because,
we don't need that embarrassment.
no, really? Cute Y. And if I learn how to spell, choose my character. Of course, I'm going to be grape. All right, we're all in, so go ahead and start it, Ken.
You mean James?
No, I don't. That's fake and dickless. You know, like the Ken Barbie we're talking about, like that. We'll get you a Barbie. No snatch, you'll match.
Symphony number 3 in Q minor.
I don't know.
I'm Schmitty, and I'll take the shaking of your fists as a sign that you want to
See?
see the game.
There you
If
go.
you're not in the game, the next best thing is the audience. Enter the room code to get in there and vote. This is round 1. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device.
Oh,
Enter
really?
your best response for each, then go head to head against another player's best
Okay.
stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite. Oh yes, points. You score points based on the percentage of voters who like your answers. Clear enough?
What if I don't like anyone's answer, even my own?
You gotta
I
pick
don't like my
one.
answers. I never like answers.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right.
So, how do you think you did? Let's see.
Let's see, guys.
Let us set sail with Due to funding cuts, Broadway's Phantom is now Phantom of the Blank.
Ooh. Oh man, these are actually really good. I couldn't help myself. That was good, but the Lord Shepherd was really good.
They were good.
Let's keep it going.
I like that. I'm Phantom of the
Terrifying, you have a
Toilet.
painting of Blank above your bed. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite whip.
That would be terrifying. How did that get there?
The weirdest thing you can tell your hairdresser. Give me the blank. Okay, shoot.
Oh, come on. I thought that was good.
We made it through round 1 in one piece.
Wow, we did. I'm very impressed.
I got nothing.
Well, you're the most attractive guy in this room, so you know you got that, sir.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Good, because it's time for round 2, where all points are doubled. Doubled, I say.
Doubled. Okay, let's see here.
Those are some good answers.
Yeah, these are some really good questions. I like them.
Now it begins. Let's set it off with, you know your mechanic is ripping you off when they tell you this.
It's
Make
broken.
your vote count.
Oh, come on.
Yay.
That was funny. I like that one.
And now, a good sign that you're going to be kicked out of the Justice League.
Ooh, damn.
And now, pick your favorite.
What? How am I supposed to pick between that? What the fuck? How did I know that was yours?
What expect to
Is
see on
AIDS.
cable channel 1 million.
Ah, I wonder who's that one is.
Damn it, mine was funnier. You like fun size?
I do.
And round 2 is history.
Not midgets, though.
Yes, but technically, that can be full-blown midget. They could just be short enough to be right under that to be
I
considered
would do
midget.
a midget.
That would
I've
be,
seen some gorgeous women that
that would be
are
dwarfism. Anything under 4'10".
They're all midgets. I'm sorry.
Thriplash. A final chance to make a splash.
I think me and Ram are tied.
Are we?
That requires 3 separate responses. Got all that? Good. Hey, we have an odd number of players, so you'll be going against little old me.
Aww.
Alrighty then.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No turning back now.
It's like it's just 3 names. What's taking so long?
3 simple truths about humanity.
See?
It sucks. It's awesome. It's weird. We stink. We drink. We like dogs.
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
Oh, I thought that was you, dude.
Yeah.
The names of the 3 long-lost Kardashians.
I don't think we should get any points.
All right, people, it's voting time.
What the fuck? Wow. Well, I think it's safe to say you won this one.
I think so.
That's 6,000 points. Better.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Does that also get fingered?
You won one.
Didn't I win last week?
Did you? I
I don't remember.
Who knows?
Anyways, guys.
Well, that was fun.
That was a quick game.
All right.
I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Final thoughts.
Can't wait to get out of here and play Resident Evil.
Is that what you're complaining about? I was like, do we have time for a game? I need to go play some Resident Evil.
No, you said you were going to go to the movie.
Oh, man, I don't have to be there until, like, now. Okay, James, your final thought?
Take a nap.
Take a nap.
Like, subscribe, and share.
No, I'm not sharing my girlfriend with you, sir. I don't think Ram's going to share his wife either.
Buy James's book.
Buy James's book, yes.
His books, multiple, plural.
Remember, every book that you buy.
You got nothing.
You save a midget.
you save a midget.
From
Donate
sex,
to the
well, we need
trades.
to do what they did in the UK. We bring in a puppy, right? And a handgun. And it's like, if you don't buy his book, the puppy gets it. We're going to hand it over. We're not going to shoot the puppy. We're going to hand it over to Somalis.
Oh,
and it's going to become, it's like their veal.
Not in cats.
Don't you know? All they eat is bananas and rice.
Bananas and rice and chihuahuas.
According
and
to that girl.
Great Danes and whatever. My final thought for this week is, hey, don't buy drugs. All you're doing is you're giving money to horrible cartel members and drug dealers. It's better to make your own drugs at home.
God damn it. Don't do that. I don't support that at all.
No.
This is how meth was made.
You want your home to explode?
Well, I didn't say do it at, look, you need to at least watch a few episodes of Breaking Bad and then you'll get it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Believe half of what you see and only a quarter of what you hear.
Mm-hmm.
But smoke all that you make.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week, guys. And in case you didn't know by now, fuck off.
Thank you for listening. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. And fuck off.
Welcome.
Huh?
I fucked